Hi everyone, this quick video will go over Module 2. I'll be going through the assignments just like I did for Module 1 and giving you some tips for completing them, as well as some things to be thinking about and kind of go through how to access everything. So Module 2 is all about argumentation. We are starting the next essay. This essay will take 2 modules to complete, so you won't finish the essay until the end of Module 3, whereas the first essay, obviously, we just had 1 module. For this one, you have 2. So you can go through the overview. You'll see that a lot of it looks the same. We have another to-do list, just listing the assignments that you want to be looking at, and then you'll want to kind of go through and do these 3 assignments that you have are the readings quiz, the purpose of college discussion board, and then the pre-writing journal. So fairly self-explanatory. The readings cover the 4 pillars of argument, which is the first chapter in your practical argument textbook. The 4 pillars of argument is really an important chapter because that's the type of essay that you'll be writing. So the argument essay is one that follows the 4 pillars method that the textbook outlines and gives you some examples of. And we're also following along in the textbook with some discussions on the purpose of college and whether or not college is worth the money. And then the other thing that you're going to read is about supporting your thesis, these are the 2 chapters that will be covered in the quiz, which is just like the quiz that you took in Module 1 was just over academic dishonesty. This one is over the readings, and you'll see this in several modules. We'll be having just readings quizzes. So the quiz the readings that you do will be then quizzed over. All the quizzes are unlimited attempts, and they pull from a pool. So if you take the quiz and you don't do so well, you want to take the quiz again, but you may get different questions. There's some more readings just to help you out with some of the assignments and some discussion of different types of sources. And then you're going to do the purpose of college discussion board, which asks you to create threads for sources that you have found over the purpose of college. You could also do anything related to the essay, which is purpose of college. Some of the reasons why a college education is worth it or maybe not worth it, some of the issues that colleges are facing right now, and that kind of thing. So you will find 3 sources and post a thread for each one. So you'll hit reply for each one. Don't put them all in one reply. So you will create 3 separate threads, and then you will respond to your classmates as well. So there's a typo there. You need to respond to 3 of your classmates, and so you will do 6 total posts for this discussion board. So it will take you a little bit longer. Make sure that you get in there and post your sources early, and then that way you have a chance to go in there and respond. And then I have posted, this is what the essay will look like. So we're working on a 4-pillar argument essay. And so what you're going to do then is kind of choose your topic starter. I've given you some questions here to think about, and then you will form a thesis about that question. So there will be more about actually writing the essay in the next unit. I have a video for you that kind of goes over how to structure that 4-pillar, how to decide what your topic's going to be, and then you're going to structure. It's a fairly short essay, 2 to 4 page argument. You'll use 2 sources minimum. One of them has to come from the practical argument textbook. So if you remember from Module 1, practical argument textbook, in the table of contents at the beginning, there's a list of different articles that are written by professionals. Those are the types of articles I'm talking about. You may have read one even to do your critical response essay. There's a lot of options in there for articles to support you. You only have to use it once, so it may just be the one quote or the one statistic or something that you use from that source, and you may use a different source more heavily in the essay, and that's perfectly fine. The other part of this essay is also thinking about your own personal college experience, and you can include that if you want to. So first person experience is acceptable in this essay. The only thing that you don't want to include is second person, and that is telling the reader what he or she will have as a college experience. The last thing that you'll do for this essay is the pre-writing journal, or for this module is the pre-writing journal. So this is the first thing that you'll do for the essay itself. A journal is set up in Canvas as a discussion board. And so you just ignore this part at the top. It says it's a group discussion. Basically, you are in a group with yourself. So nobody else is going to see your posts. They are just for you. The reason I'm doing it like this is because as a journal, you post separate entries, and this allows you to work on it one step at a time. So you start with entry 1, you hit reply, you create your journal entry, and then you submit that, and then you do entry 2, and then you do entry 3 and entry 4. So you can kind of work on this as the module progresses. We start with things like free writing, and then you brainstorm, and then you have an informal outline and a working thesis. What this also does is allow for me to give you some feedback before you start working on the essay in the next module. So you want to get this done fairly early, and then I can give you feedback right away, and then you'll have that in order to work on your essay in module 3. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's the purpose of doing the journal. We'll do this actually more than once in the class. Is allowing me to look over your thoughts and ideas for the essay. If they change as you start writing the essay, it's not a big deal. You don't have to go back and redo the journal entries, but this does show me that you are starting to work on the essay, and then also allow me to provide you with feedback. So that's just the purpose of that. So those are the assignments. Module 2 is a little less intensive than Module 1 because we are not writing an essay. So you'll be doing other types of assignments in this module. As always, if you need anything, be sure to send me an email, send me a text message, and I hope you're doing okay with the class. If you have anything that you're struggling with, anything you're frustrated with, anything you can't understand, make sure that you are communicating to me. So have a great week.